Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Park Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. And folks, as always, because we go from Friday at noon till now without our newscast, we have lots to talk about from what occurred over the weekend. And here goes. 5,000 pilots apparently lied to the FAA in order to be able to fly. In other words, they had medical conditions that would keep them from flying. Now, I got mixed feelings about it. Real serious issues, I'm like, ugh. But if it's minor stuff, we got to have our pilots. Remember Joe the plumber? This is a sad story. Joe Wurzelbarger died of pancreatic cancer at age 49. May none of us ever get pancreatic cancer. Ryan O'Neal, the guy who shot and killed Obama, he claims, was arrested on some drunken domestic violence issues. Doesn't look very Navy SEAL-like in that upper left picture, does he? We'll see. Ryan Palmeter is the Jacksonville shooter who went in the Dollar General shooting it up, killing people. He apparently is a racist. Does that shock you? Hell no. Biden vaccines and mandates. He's apparently going to push a new vaccine and mandate it. Here we go again. One would think, in light of everything that we know now, that the resistance to this bullshit will be a little better and stronger this time around on everybody's part. Well, let's add to the case against Hunter and Joe Biden. First, we've had testimony of the Burisma chairman and owner who hired Hunter and why. Now the prosecutor, Victor Shokin, who Joe Biden got canned, is speaking out and saying, yeah, I was a victim of the Bidens wanting to silence me because I was prosecuting Burisma. I mean, how much evidence do we need? It's insane. Harrison Floyd, I'm still blown away. Now we're up to 220,000. This is the only black co-defendant, I think, of Trump's in Fulton County. Harrison Floyd hasn't had his bond set. He's raising money to get out of jail. He's Black Voices for Trump. Not a very good look, if you ask me. The black guy gets stuck in Fulton County jail. Can't make it up. Ukraine corruption. 2 Ukrainian officials misappropriated $1.6 million. An anti-corruption agency say, you know what? I call bullshit. There's billions that have been misappropriated. You really think, those billions going over there only got 1.6 million that's been, mishandled. Donald Trump has endorsed Burgum post-GOP debate, meaning that he thinks he's a good guy, yada, yada, yada. I don't know if Burgum's going to be able to hang in there. Good move, Trump, because he's got a lot of money. Donald Trump campaign is cashing in on the mugshot. Why not, right? You might as well. What's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. Hunter Biden is seen sneaking away from business while vacationing with Dad in Lake Tahoe amid the investigations. Folks, this is not father-loving son, son-loving father, what's been going on the past few months with Hunter and Joe. Going to Camp David, staying at the White House, going to Lake Tahoe. These two are nonstop, addressing, dealing with, trying to figure out their moves as the noose tightens. Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of House, asked for flags to be lowered to half-staff on the 2-year anniversary of the Afghanistan debacle where 13 Marines were killed. Bet you Joe loved that. Joe did not ask for the flags at the White House to be lowered half-staff. Democratic voters, you can't make this up. Democrats think Trump's arrest is election interference. Think about that. Even Democrats, or not the woke Democrats, the rank and file conservative Democrats that we still love, the moderate Democrat, even the traditional liberal Democrat, they see it for what it is. Isn't that amazing? That's big. That's big. High-income Americans. By the way, I see this all the time. I see it in the Cincinnati area. I see it in the Northern Kentucky area. I see it everywhere I go. Wealthy people generally don't mingle with non-wealthy people. It's why you have Triple Crown Country Club, Indian Hill, Country Squire, blah, blah, blah. It's not for me. It gives me an odd feeling like you live in one of those places, to each their own. It's like, look, we're better than everyone else. That's the vibe it gives out me. Well, there's a story out that Applebee's and Olive Garden are two restaurants where wealthy people will hang out with the rank and file blue-collar Americans. Do you go to Olive Garden and Applebee's, Sabrina?
Yes.
Do you ever see people that look rich there?
I see normal people.
Normal people. Me too. Bob Barker, God bless his soul, died 99 years old. The Price is Right. Adam Sandler said that he was happy to have Bob Barker beat the hell out of him in that great movie, Billy Madison, a classic. Trump says that he never told Mike Pence that he should choose him over the Constitution. All Trump wanted him to do was send stuff back to the states. Pence, the Boy Scout. Dmitry Medvedev says that this is consistent with my buddy saying the West is pushing World War III. We're headed that way. They keep ignoring Russia's cries for, hey, watch what you're doing here. Now, I want to comment about this. Do you remember who this guy is? He's the guy for 4 years Putin let kind of like take his place. Guess what? He was the guy that Barack Obama on a hot mic leaned over and said, I'll talk to you after the election. I'll have more leeway then. What did you sell us out for then, Barack? Huh? It's unbelievable. Who knows? Biden staffers actually met with special counsel Jack Smith before the Trump indictments. What do you think they were talking about? Good old Joe, he doesn't know anything that's going on. No. Vivek Ramaswamy says he wants paper ballots and single-day elections. Okay with me, Vivek. Biden DOJ is going after Musk for only hiring Americans. Musk says this has got to stop. This is getting ridiculous. You ready for this? The military is more depressed and low morale it has in decades. Way to go, Joe. And the New York Times says head-to-head, these two guys are tied. That bodes well for Trump. Sound of Freedom has passed them all up. Do you believe that? Passed up Mission Impossible, The Flash, all of them. It's not going to catch Barbie or Oppenheimer, though. Representative Luna says it's time to impeach Biden. Trump has weighed in and says, I agree. It is insane. Anybody who opposes the impeachment of Biden and think that that's bad politics is crazy. The guy is a full-blown crook. Speaking of that, Peter Schweitzer, the guy who goes and finds all this great information out, he announced that Judicial Watch, he thinks that the noose is tightening. And he also mentions this. Biden's involvement, the narrative has reached a point of absurdity. Remember this line. If you ever get busted by the cops or investigated or something, say this. Hey, I was just creating the illusion. See, Hunter was just creating the illusion of influence with his dad. Remember that. It's called the illusion defense. No, I didn't steal that money. It's the illusion that I stole the money. Biden opposes Trump's 10% tariffs that he wants to bring back. Of course you do, Joe. China wouldn't want you to do that. Zillow admits they got it wrong. You know Zillow, and news agencies picked this up, said Trump sold his Mar-a-Lago estate to his son for $450 million. Where the hell they get that from? Joe Biden's energy secretary proposes a crackdown. You ready for this? Ceiling fans. I swear to goodness, this administration makes you want to just blow your brains out. I mean, it's nuts. The things that they focus on is insane. Insane. Maureen Callahan, she wrote a story, basically said, outlaw folk hero renegade. That mugshot makes Trump an American martyr. You're damn right he does. Trump is a martyr for the American people. They never get it. You can't make this up. I don't know how they got Trump's weight at 212. If that's Trump gave it to him, they actually weighed him. I don't know. This CNN, Breonna Keller, actually said and asked a question. If Trump lying about his weight, is that of material value in his prosecution? Hey, Breonna, have you ever lied about anything relative to your weight? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. We live in an effed up world.